I will have due respect to also stand as my president by introduction. Mr. President, Emmanuel Iwemore, you are also welcome, Mr. President. So there as he stands now, I'm about to stand. Wait, how about this side?
That's when you got the most powerful media.
Hey, Mr. President, you are welcome on the podium. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you, and you have a seat. Change your hand. Change your hand.
Pass or release. One of Liberia's hope in decision making. As a matter of fact, as history demonstrates depicts from a renowned, a written historian, please be on the artist, Professor Joseph C. Bwana.
Sir.
In his own writing, said Bassa is the second signatory to the independence of Liberia. That demonstrates our moral role. In view of this presentation, when you enter Italy, you turn to a Roman. Oh, say! When you enter America, you are American. When it comes to the Harlandsville Interactive Forum, you are an intellectual. So on this note, I would like to present to the well-learned Liberian Councillor, Councillor Gongloe, the proud son of Nimba, the county in which I naturalized and obtained citizenship. In my state for 2 years period. When I left Faro, I went to San Antonio. When I left San Antonio, I went to Yakima. I went Yalmeston County. I went to Wutu. I hit Second Park. I came back to Ganta. This is where we are. This is Grand Bassa County. I'm also in Ibadan. Now, I think it's citizenship. So, Honorable Councillor, we want to say you are very welcome. And may this is a letter of water. Bring out the best. The fountain of knowledge. Our generation depends on you.
Listen up, please. We receive our tradition.
Our generation depends on you. And it depends on the leadership. And then Liberia will provide the new generation for. That's on it.
Thank you, Jennifer. Just let me fully get a hand for the clap for Mr. Jordan. Also, watch more than later, Bassa County for that handsome presentation of our tradition.
Ao say, ao say, c'est quoi, half front, c'est quoi, gentlemen and one lady, I am so happy. I am relieved tonight. This is the only forum that serves as birthplace for intellectual discussion for me in this country. I once been a member of this forum, so I am a son of this forum. I've been away because I went for educational study. I went to complete my studies. Now, as I am back, I came back with a good news. I came back with joy that today I can serve as a person introducing the only integrated atom of our country now. So, my country, Grand Bassa. So, it's a history in making for me. So, with that, according to our tradition, I say on behalf of the Liberian People's Party, and as a father to the council in Grand Bassa now, I say thank you. Receive according to tradition, we will not put our hand on our ears. Mr. Otto.
So I've been putting on Mr. Otto now and line and more you are fancy doing LD.
No, right.
I'm okay. Before we can cross the bridge.
Well, sustain that.
Thank you.
Sustain.
Thank you. Tell me you pays. You pay. So, Mr. Otto, you are welcome.
Okay, thank you for allowing Mr. Otto to come.
Thank you.
As our tradition demands, you see, Council, after the war, when all of us came from that side and we get our burial home, I came to Bassa. Like a new child that cannot even profound a single word to his peer. But we were read to the intellectual training of Bassa by the young people of Bassa welcoming us back home. I am proud today,
30 seconds.
to say thank you, Mr. Otto. We well received and appreciate your welcome. Thank you, sir.
So, before I on behalf of the forum, I want to turn this over to the moderator, who is the lead chef of discussion tonight, who's directing the discussion. Our people say they accept our welcome, and we hope that they behave like the Roman in the Roman Empire.
Thank you, Mr. Otto. Before taking a seat, I want to know, having accepted the tradition, I wish I want to give a thanks of prayer to you, to tell Gongloe and Interact. But with this, come on, able people, they are seated here. And they have come, left their bases home to listen to our councillor. And when as a councillor, they were fully rich. So in reciprocation, is it 200
No.
I want to know. No, I want to say the tradition. Okay.
It's an
So I
acceptance.
need communication with my mediator.
It's an
Hello.
acceptance.
Thank you.
What is? But we told them once you come to the room, you behave like the Roman.
Thank you.
Don't send a message.
Thank you. Gentlemen, let me sound this as I wanted to know. Nobody here to teach me. Go on, Rue. Nobody here to teach me. I've never shown enough. I know what I do. Any attempt when you're not recognized to teach me, I need more knowledge you need from before you be teaching me. I speak to my mediator, and you can have me condition. They say my son go and tell that man, and then he say, "Can you tell me?" So now you know wrong. So anybody here to teach me, but you don't have ready to teach me tonight. So now you should go to the point. So let me say thank you to the full bench. And with this, we go directly to business plate. We're going to get our councillor. But before doing so, let me recognize again some personalities in our midst. Starting from the ring of the forum, going to the county level, and on national scene. So let me begin again recognizing the president, Mr. E. Wilmore Ray, president of this forum. Let me again turn to my right hand and recognizing the vice president, Mr. Nito Ben. You are also welcome, vice president of this forum. Let me recognize the financial secretary. Let's see, Mr. Henry Atikwari. I also recognize. And let me recognize also Gordon Gray, Secretary General of this forum. Hey, I don't know what position you hold on the reputable party, Secretary General, so that dual position. So let me also recognize you. Let me recognize the short guy I just ain't also here. You are discussing about the night, but don't mind one of the elders of the forum. That is the lecture. I think Council of the year before. We will blow the PS2. And the blow they are also recognized. So let me also recognize all of you, our ACE coordinator in Great Bassa County, Mr. Kawa. Let me also recognize you. Sorry, I left you out. Okay, let me recognize the Chief Justice. I think, quote unquote, in the line with the law, the man who regulates the day-to-day activity of this board when it comes to behavior. So let me recognize Prince Mo. So you are also welcome, and also all of you guys, you are also welcome. Please don't feel otherwise, but I can't just take everybody. So Sam, I'm going to give you 2 minutes to introduce yourself before a nothing. The minutes of 16 kind of minutes to explain to the Harlandsville Interactive Forum. We're going to talk about national issues. There are so many training issues concerning government, which one are lazier than in the time. So we're going to be 2 minutes, let's go do it better before we get a discussion. So we can take the podium. Thank you. Yeah, yes, sir.
All right, my name is Gongloe. I'm a Liberian citizen. I'm from a place called Statutory District. My mother is from Bassa County, Bassa County. So if there's any better person here in Bassa County, I'm a lawyer. I was a student activist. I was actually chairman of SUP in 1981. A long time ago. I don't know how many people were born here. I started teaching at the University of Liberia in 1982. I taught economics for 8 years. I have been a lawyer for 34 years. I went to jail in 1978 for speaking truth to power under the Toggle regime. In 1984, I was beaten on university campus. Maybe I was mistaken as a student, but I think I was identified as someone connected to Illinois, member of the LPP, and I was beaten. I ended up in a hospital. I worked as an executive assistant to Dr. Sawyer, and he was interim president for 4 years. So I pride myself as the only Liberian in the last 100 years who has actually learned to become president before running for office. Because when you're a mechanic boy in the garage, you're actually learning to be a mechanic. I worked as executive assistant to a president, the only president in the whole of Liberia who had PhD in political science. And he was an advocate himself in good governance. Our Solicitor General honor President, and the only Solicitor General who actually first created a former and a sitting speaker, and several other persons. I was Minister of Labor and wrote the labor law that we are using today, which is called Decent Work Act. I submitted it before I resigned from government. And the only person in the history of Liberia who actually openly disagreed with the president by writing a 13-page press release against her when she asked all the cabinet ministers to go on 2-week compulsory. Then president of the Bar Association. Nobody has ever been using for any job. The only job I left, I resigned as Minister of Labor. And even the journalist who interviewed me said, "Gongloe, you are brave. You can never resign. That job is too soon to resign." But I love Liberia more than my personal satisfaction. I love Liberia more than my personal comfort. And I saw that the government was going away of corruption and the president was going to let me fight corruption. And I resigned. I feel very good that I resigned. That is what put me in the place today to fight, to become president of Liberia. And other people want to be president. Me, I want to be a project manager to fix Liberia. This country is totally spoiled. I want to be a project manager to normalize this country because currently our country is in the ICU. It's in intensive care unit. It's in the emergency room. And if anybody loves Liberia, that person will now vote the same party that put this country in ICU. Offering myself as an alternative to do justice to my conscience, so that when I'm 90 years old and helpless, my conscience will not judge me and say, "Gongloe, you are criticizing, but you should offer yourself to Liberia to say whether they like you or not." When you are a cook and you keep telling your cook he doesn't cook when you keep dismissing cooks, the best thing to do is to get in the kitchen yourself and cook the food that you want to eat. I believe that I'm a problem solver, and history has shown everywhere I work, I was a transformer, justice minister, transformer, and minister of labor, transformer in the bar, as president of the bar, right in this historic city. Many years ago, the bar association had this conference here, and the government was supporting my opponent who was running against. They have money. Government supported it, made it clear. And you know, money is not everything. The Bible says based on my track record, although he had all the support, of police elected me with a vote of 221 to 61 votes. That was landslide. People got so. But I strongly believe, I know my track record, and I know what the Liberian people want, and that's why I keep saying I'm going to win this election first round. Because I speak about the issues that are facing the Liberian people, and I give solutions. I don't just give issues, I also give solutions. So I will stop here, and then the moderator will continue. But I want to do justice to my introduction, because when it's written sometimes it's 5 pages.
Yeah, so and maybe the time allotted 2 minutes. So with this, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all. We have some ladies in our midst tonight. So here's Mr. Sorry, Councilor Gongloe, say Gongloe. So tonight is our discussant, one of the presidential aspirants tonight. But there are so many issues in Northern Liberia to be discussed. And tonight, I think one key issues or question will be bringing somebody why you want to be a president. So with this, the guy on behalf for this one, we're going to allot 15 minutes for you to clearly propose to this August body why your mission here tonight. So again, we are asked to elaborate.
Okay, I was just on the radio, I actually said it, and if anybody listen, it will be a repetition. But I have a 10-point agenda for a better Liberia. I want a better Liberia than it is today. I strongly believe we can have a sweet land of liberty for all Liberians. A country in which Liberians will be reluctant to depart from and be running back to. That's what you call home. Today, many Liberians are looking for an opportunity to leave. Some are even victims of human trafficking. If they were to bring a slave ship today at the port of Buchanan and say, anybody who wants to go to America to be slave, you can jump in the ship. I can easily say without any fear of condemnation that the ship will be full. Because Liberians are looking for greener pastures. Simply because the government is not making Liberia the country that it should be. So, I want to be president to make Liberia the land that it was supposed to be. At the founding of our country, in the Declaration of Independence was clear that Liberia would be a shining example to the world that black people, people of African descent, are capable of governing themselves like other people. And that we, as the first independent country, we're going to set the example for all other countries that will gain independence after us to follow. Today, Liberia is way behind. The countries that gained independence 40, 50 years ago are far ahead of us simply because of black government. It is that situation that I want to reverse. And that's why I have my 10-point agenda. Basically, I can categorize them into 3 areas. First, strengthening the rule of law. If you don't strengthen the rule of law, then you're inviting chaos. No government can function in chaos. No society can survive in chaos. Peace and stability is possible without rule of law. Rule of law sustains peace and stability and promotes prosperity. I want to combat corruption. I strongly believe that I have a recipe for ending corruption in this country. So corruption is bad. Our country is not developing because of corruption. So the question is, what are you going to do? I have a 12-count prescription for combating corruption. Or you can get it on the library. Help with the website. I want to expand our economy to create jobs and to broaden our tax base so that we can generate the revenue required to protect the Liberian people and provide them the needed social services. Generally. So the question is, how do I want to strengthen the rule of law? I have 2 ways. One, upon getting the office in the first 100 days, I will issue an executive order against interference and obstruction with police operation. In this country, ministers and high officials of the government push police to engage in selective application of the law. So that the police arrest A, and A is connected to the Home Minister because of my interest. Then police stops. But police arrest him, he has no connection, he goes to jail. And people see injustice right there in the street. I will issue an executive order that no one, any minister or official of government who interferes with police operation or obstruction, as soon as I get the fact that that happened, they say, your president, that true God, you are dismissed. In our executive order, I will call on, I will recognize the right of the Liberian people to monitor policing. So that when the police is involved in action, arresting or any execution of his duties, the Liberian people have a right to videotape the police. Why did I come to that? If George Floyd was not videotaped by that 17-year-old girl, even in America, the police would have distorted that story. They took that 17-year-old girl's video to bring the truth out. It shows to us that it is good for the police to videotape it. And it's important because that will keep the police on their toes too. Because once that evidence comes out of police misbehavior, any police officer could be arrested, indicted, and sent to jail the same way. Then I will issue another executive order for the protection of the independence of the judiciary. You have the police, the judiciary too, must have integrity. So any minister or high official of my government that interferes with the independence of the judiciary, from the magistrate court to the Supreme Court, from the magistrate police to the marshal of the Supreme Court, once I get that fact, President Gongloe will dismiss you immediately. Because the independence of the judiciary is so important. So that justice can be dispensed without fear, passion, transparency. That is why we give confidence to Liberian investors and foreign investors to invest in our country. When you have that atmosphere of adherence to the rule of law. In America, in a country that is functioning where the police officer is the most important government officer. Because watch our police officer, the police officer has flag on one arm and a seal on the other arm. That's why when I see somebody disrespecting them, you know what, that's what you are disrespecting the state. A police officer should respect themselves. That's why we will monitor them. Then I have, how do I combat corruption? The people say it is impossible. I have talked to it, it is not impossible. This room is a symbol that I intend to seek corruption. And you will join me first to seek all the corrupt people in power right now. And then when we sweep them, we'll make sure that those who come will have a clean government. How do I do it? And we sweep, we are not going to put the giant in the dump pile. Because when you put it in the dump pile and the breeze blows, it will come right back. We will sweep and then we will burn it. So how are we going to burn it? Before I take office as president of Liberia, I will declare my assets and be published on the internet after I win the election. Of course, my asset will be an election commission before, but between the time I win election and the time I take office, I will take the apparent assets. I'm a lawyer. So before I take the oath of office, I will put my assets on the internet and in the newspaper. When I become president, before I appoint anybody in the government, that person will declare asset given to me, I will publish it on the internet and in the leading newspaper. Then, because a secrecy that promotes corruption, we want a transparent and open government. Then, when I take office as president, I will put my asset declaration will already be on the internet. Then I put my salary and benefit also on the internet and in the newspaper. And everybody know what I'm worth, my total value, right? So when I'm president, after 3 months, you see me building a story building great. Definitely you see it, President Gongloe is corrupt. We know you're not worth more than 100,000. How can you build a $500,000 house? Everybody will say I'm corrupt, right? Yeah. So I leave that information with Sir to give people information to actually speak truth to power. So, all the people in government, chief judges and justices, judges, the speaker, the president pro tem, all the lawmakers, all the ministers and commission, managing directors, everybody who is earning money from the people of Nigeria, I will put their salaries all on the internet in the major newspaper for everybody to know. And you can take your phone and say, yeah, the president's salary is. Now, why am I doing it? So that when the president starts buying $200,000 cars, building expensive houses in the community, sending girlfriends abroad, you know, this thing they can't come from them salary. Because you can't say, I'm a friend in America and sending money. It is prohibited. The code of conduct says no government, nobody working for the government of Nigeria, from civil servant to president, can receive any gift value more than $250. So you can have a private jet or a Mercedes Benz $200,000 and say that somebody give it to you as a gift. It is against the law. But more than that, I will fight corruption. I will introduce something that does not exist in the corruption is so bad that you have to find things out of the box. I will introduce what they call quarterly lifestyle audit. Every 3 months, the auditor of GAC will come to me as president. I will submit myself to lifestyle audit. Mr. President, we see your expenditure. Check your expenditure. Okay, exceed your income. Can you explain? Exceed your asset budget. Can you explain? And I always say, if I can't explain, I will resign from government. But let me say this. I am a change agent. I'm a transformer. I've been a transformer from when I was in my 30s working with President Sawyer. Now I'm 66 years old. Oh, I can do 60 push-ups right now. Age is a number. I'm 66, but I think I'm 30 years old. So actually, if I attended 36 years, I subtracted. Alright? I want to get right. Some people want that. My exercise. So, we'll do this. Every 3 months on the June lifestyle audit, it will be published in the newspaper and on the internet. The lifestyle of the president, lifestyle of the ministers, they are real. My son will ask, minister, they say you build a $500,000 house in the hotel, or they say you bought one in Ghana, according to the audit report. Is that true? Yes, Mr. President, but I will not listen to the report. You are dismissed immediately. And you are turned over to the Nigerian Anti-Corruption Commission. Go there. You'll be investigated, you'll be prosecuted, and when you go to jail, by the value of that money, that 10 years you go to jail for. Or when you are forfeited, all your property will be taken away from you. The balance of the money in the bank account, freeze it, we'll take it. We'll take the vehicles you bought, we'll take the buildings you built, we'll take all that and return it to the government. When we do that, and then we'll finish burning corruption. Yes. Because in the past, they used to let the village and go sit down with their wife and children and enjoy the money. That means that putting corruption in the jumper will come back. You then have person wait for 5 years or another government camp, then you can't bribe to get a government job. And now why you see the minister circulating, then minister was serving in the other government, now in the government, then you feature the one who's doing government, circulating. Me, I'm working in the office of the president, I've been deputy minister, I've been minister. I don't want no minister job with me. Other Nigerians should have that opportunity. I don't want to be circulated. That's why I want elevation from the job I've done to the highest office. Because in this country, the legislation does not matter. They are rubber stamps, they don't do anything. The only office that can change this country is the office of the presidency. Today we don't have an opposition. Besides Darren Jordan and Mega Kolika, who is there? They are the only ones that are trying. They at least try to show that the opposition is known that nobody else. Everybody follows the president. So, that's why I want to go, because that's where real change should take place. Now, I ask you, what I just said about minister will go and all a property taken. You think when 5 ministers are in jail, the family members suffer all the property taken. Any minister will want to steal again. And they will finish any corruption. That's it. You think anybody who want kind of government will steal, want to climb from government? They will be scared to enter. My people, when I become president just for 5 years, in fact, just 3 years, people will be refusing the government job. Except those who want to come serve. But the poor one come there for eating, my reputation will precede me. They will say, I don't want to come to a government job. That man, I want to go to jail. Because I will have NSA, everybody checking me. Checking behind you. The one I don't know, they will know. I will work with the Americans, I will work with the Europeans, I will work with anybody who can investigate the people behind you. Because the corruption in your country is just so bad that we have to fight all kinds of ways. Ghana is not better than us. Botswana got only one resource, diamond. We have diamond in your country, we have gold, we have iron ore, we have take forest, we have. God made this country rich. Botswana is a landlocked country. More than 70% of the country are desert. That one diamond, because the president have been honest from independence. At the time of independence, Botswana budget was $3 million. In 2005, for diamond alone, Botswana budget became $4 billion United States. With less than 3 million people in the country, nobody there is suffering. All the infrastructure developed. Go to Botswana, you better schools, better medical facilities, good roads, everything all over the country. Only because your first president was a man of integrity. You just need one good president to set us standard in any country. It is General Williams that changed the story in Ghana. You need one good example. It is that one good example that I want to give. It burns me. You need we fought war. Paul Kagame got all the problem with human rights and democracy, but when it comes to books and senators that provided in that place, I've been to divide it twice. And they are watched that show Hotel Rwanda and slept in Hotel Rwanda. The streets are clean. Tell her you're very everything. You got over 3,000 Liberians in Rwanda going to school. One of my friends' daughter was there. They have the African Leadership University located in Rwanda. Rwanda fought war too. They are training African government leaders and training African business leaders with the support of Dangote, Bill Gates, and a lot of rich people because you see the quality of governance in Rwanda. Rwanda fought war. We still talking about war. You know, Liberia fought war. Liberia fought war. Ever since Civil War, we still using our excuse here. After 20 years. They fought war in Sierra Leone too. They fought war in Guinea, they fought war in Africa. People are not talking war story. We just take in our war story. Hey, Ebola king. We jump on Ebola king. Next year, yeah, and because of Ebola, they are Corona king. Oh, you know, because of Corona. We can't let excuses in this country. We want to change the story. We want to change the story. And that's why I'm prepared to make every sacrifice. When we fight corruption, we have enough money. I have said on the radio that people are suffering because the money falling in Liberia, this small country, the money, 10 countries in the world where president make a dollar. Go read about it on the internet, Liberia number 7. Among the 10 countries in the world where we lose our women independency. When I become president, all Liberian women who are pregnant from day one will go to the hospital, go to hospital free. To save the life of our women. The next thing, the children. All our grandchildren below 5 years will go to hospitals free of charge. The poverty of the parents should not lead to their death. They break their bread. Babies, giving them to die. The children, then Liberian elder, people who are 65 years old, I say under my government, they will have free access to medical treatment in every government hospital. And because I said government hospital, none of my nutritional government hospital will be the best, better than private hospital. Why? This is what I would do. If it is not good for the president, it's not good for the citizens. Every month, and maybe I'll even increase it to twice a month. I just come to I give you pressure, honestly. If you say you're not a machine, the president, somebody will be fine. The money is in the budget. Somebody will be fine. Somebody will be fired. Then next one, I get up, I go to Cllr Hospital. No notice. Yeah. There will be no notice. I just tell my security people, hey, today we are going to have a president here. We have a I come to do my checkup and we get there. I look at the budget, but in the budget and the money and people's money. Somebody will be fired like this. Then I get up. I said, oh, let me go to the grandmother. I see mine have kids. Because you see, in this presidential job, I'm going to be project manager. I will go all over the country. You cannot do a job if you don't do it. I look at it. So you see, according to this, I go there and say, I came for a checkup. My pressure is when we are people somebody will be fired. When we do that, because if the hospital is not good for the president, then it's not good for the citizens. That's how we improve the health system. Generally, everything is good. When we do that, I will not be going to private hospital, so they can have your private hospital, well, government hospital, the whole spend money on, that if I will be doing my checkup. I will not go to Ghana or America, no. I will be doing my checkup here, so that it can be improved for everybody. Is that good? Yes. Is that good? Yes. So, these things can be done. The solutions are here. They don't want to do it because they want fat pocket. The next thing I will do is the children.
So 1 minute 30 seconds.
How many?
1 minute 30 seconds.
All right. All the grandchildren from kindergarten to 12, they go to school, they're having a very ceremony. Their copybook, their pencil, their textbook, will all be provided by government up to 12 kids. Because today, some of the children who are not going to school, maybe they are the ones that wasn't with the best going to be our doctor, our scientist. But because their parents are poor, they don't have access to go to school. So it means that the country is losing. The next thing I will do is mechanized farming. We will buy machines and give it to the farmers cooperative in 15 countries to produce right now. So that we can produce rice. When we do that, then we have 5 or 10,000 rice farms like that. Will grandmother go without rice? The only machine that produce that kind of rice farm, it is doable. That's what is happening in India. They are doing mechanized farming. I will also order the army to fight our enemy, which is called hunger. I will give them machines, the weapons of war, to produce rice. I'm producing 100 acres of rice in each of the 15 countries. When we do that rice will free in your country, the price of rice will go up, anybody will be hungry here. There's a solution there. How come they don't see it? They take $11 billion, give it to 11 in India and other people so they can go buy and get it and put it in the pocket. They say they are subsidizing rice. That $11 million will give the rice farmer will not produce rice there. The only way for rice price to go down to be available is to produce it here. That's the only way. No other way. So the last thing I will do before I sit down is, we used to have public work yard in all the countries. Who the old president who knew? There were public work yard in all of the countries. And they used to meet in the road throughout the year. When I was going, I never heard that nobody can come on and Grand Jida to tap it out before the road sport. The last time I was going from, I went to Grand Jida Road, Godjala, tap it out, it took me 4 hours. People are waiting for me to tap it out for 4 hours. We got to roll down the thing. You think, follow where you are here with yellow machine. Follow where you are in Central City with yellow machine. The road between Grand Bassa, Riverside, would be sport. They were being used all through the year. People were being put in the market because of the road condition. It is Saturday is increasing. Because people want to carry on to the market. No road. So it's contributing to the economic problem. So I have many things to say, but these are 4 major areas that I believe that will tackle like road traffic in the fall. Thank you.
Guys, I want to say thank you to all of you again for keenly listening to our councillor, the next person in waiting. So you see a broom there. It shows you the illustration on the importance of the broom. So guys, for today, do not go much of your time. Let me quickly recognize the Liberty Party you win. Bassa chapter, Grand Bassa chapter. Mr. Lauren David Ajay. They have also recognized one of the former presidents of the higher institution of this county, and also Rachel Bipadesi, one of the former presidents of the Grand Bassa Independent County, which I'm a student of. So let me recognize him. So with that quickly, I think you listen, you follow him. But there were a few things for me as well with a cattle law, our old school. Talk about rule of law, combating corruption. So these are key things when you details on how you're going to execute or go on by doing this thing. Some of these guys are going to now open the floor for interaction. But you have to be very moderate. If you keep on mission, trust me, the mission will be failed. The forum is part of the council of insecurity, but the forum has its own certain of time. And you try to help you. It's our discussion and protecting. If you keep on the whatever angle of any political party in our interest at the night. And not say you will not participate, but try and reach your own time. But please be moderate, constructive, then you're going to put forth your plan. So we're going to start from this. We go like this and interact with a councillor, like the next person is waiting, the well later councillor. So let me start for you, Mr. Choco Pringa. 1 minute.
Listen to the councillor and I am impressed with the plan. I have 2 questions.
2 questions. Yeah, 2 minutes.
My first question has to do with your plan. You work in government, you work in any government, you work in soil government. And all those things you listed here, and how people are doing. But my question to you is that when you are cabinet minister doing editor, you never met this plane, never met this plane before. You say it was wrong. One, you kept it with yourself so that when you begin president before you use the plane. That's my first question. My second question is that 60 to 70% of the population right now voters will go to the pool. Based on 2 things. One, when their candidate, when their party member, when the candidate is contesting the vote for that person, when they are member of that party. 2, they follow some of the influential citizens in the country. Maybe for example, Lima County could be Prince George to be an example. So when Prince George is going this way, I mean almost 60 to 70% of the members follow him. And you bring a very good idea, you're playing a political party, I mean, everybody will push you to push kind of ideas, you're making a party, bringing more people together. And you're going to 2023 election. I mean, just, I think last year you resigned as president, you take in there. And then you go into politics right now. I mean, in my mind, the time is short. Private to you is not short, but this kind of political system where almost everyone has taken the political side. Going to the 2023 election, want to win. Private, you will now win, you go for 2020 now. My question to that is that, why is a working relationship with those people who already have a number that will help you reaching to that level?
For example, Bassa, the society we're doing at this place, I think it asked 2 questions in the one. So I didn't understand it. The time serving government, what did you recommend? All of these, fine.
I'm a teacher.
And, yeah, what is your kind of stakeholder he hired politically to push.
I understand.
But we just want to take it too for the sake of time because we got to protect you.
Okay.
They Bassa, although they play is county hospitality, but we got to protect you. So we say move this side. Any more questions? Just want to take it too per floor. If nobody else, I'm going to take the chairman. All right. Yeah.
Thank you, Councilor Gongloe.
1 minute, sir.
Yeah, I'm a mate. I really admire the interaction. This was some of the things that we didn't do in 2017. That which led us to the problem we in today. Because there were a lot of people who did not question, the hardcore question, how they could solve the problems of Liberia in terms of security, in terms of food provision, in terms of the basic social services. There was no hardcore question asked to any of the candidates, specifically the men in power today. But today to have you in our midst, it speaks volume. Not too many presidential candidates would like to come in the gathering to sit with us in this manner. I'm going to admit, I see similarity between you and me tonight. To be seated on that table, it takes a man. I know somebody will say, Mr. Gongloe or Councilor Gongloe is just coming, so he wants to get follow-up, but that's not a real truth. Because there are a lot of people who do just coming. It's highly difficult to see them in that kind of a gallery of common people. Thank you so much. Well, I'm concerned, and
in 25 seconds of your consent.
I'm concerned, and I will follow up that with question. In our Liberian setting, it is very difficult for us Liberians, on a general perspective, African, to hear politicians of such nature. Seriously in Nigeria, seriously in other African countries, people of that kind of character, when they are taken to election, I wasted an occasion when Paul Lumumba, Professor Patrick Otiamo Law Lumumba of Kenya, when he contested to be governor for one of the states, with all his intellect, with all his ideas, he was massively whipped by another corrupt politician. And he saddened me as African, and specifically Liberian. We don't hear these people who have such nature into the political field of our country. So my problem here is, as to whether Liberian will buy this kind of a message, whether Liberian will feel free to get that kind of an idea. That's a major concern that I'm confronted with right now as we speak. The next one is, you are an opposition.
In 5 seconds.
In 5 seconds. You are an opposition wanting to take the country higher seat. There are other existing opposition groupings. At some point in time, I heard about your association with Omen Bwaka taking you as a running mate. At some point in time, I heard of your association with Mr. Kumi selecting you as a running mate. Even though for me, I don't support Plan B, according to Commando Plan B, undermines the authority of Plan A. So what is your Plan B?
2 seconds
in the tune of, to conclude, what is your second plan? That is Plan B. In the tune of amalgamating your force with another opposition force to get prepared and on seat the inept government comes the 2023 election in October.
Thank you. With the importance of these questions, two were asked by Mr. Pringa, you know. Two were asked by Pringa and then. Yeah, Mr. Pringa. He's gone. No, but Mobi Sasa, I didn't ask a question for the audience, and not necessarily just only him. Yeah, so I did. Before you come, asking Lela became from my brother. So, but the importance of it, but the importance of these are 3 questions. Then we're going to give you 4 questions. So we're going to give you 1 more minute each. I mean, 4 minutes.
Everything lies within a logical range of possibility. Whether to run 3 months to election, you will win, or to start 20 years ago, you will win. Everything in the human community lies within a logical range of possibility, and that one is possible. All right? Obama went as president against an old established politician, Clinton, Joe Biden, a whole bunch of them, and he won on his message. And I strongly believe, I have confidence in the Liberian people in terms of message. The Liberian people look at the messenger and the message. I trust them. Yeah, they take money from what it is, but they always vote based on the messenger. Now, so I strongly believe I'll win. That's because I just started. Now, when they come, 2 months ago, when they used to come 4 candidates, they will come me. Now, when they come 3, they can come me. So I'm making progress. And I use the voters who are calling on the radio or who are asked and my name is coming up. So if I just started and my name is coming out that way, what will happen by June? 2017, not there. So, I'm optimistic. Because I lived in Nigeria 63 years of my life, and I've dealt with this problem. Nigeria should be fortunate that you have a president who is an economist and a lawyer. You can't have any better. And who has stood up. None of these people got record for me except that we've been there. Old age is not wisdom, is not strength. I think dealing with this is. So, okay. Then somebody say about we talk about whether we are collaborating. At this point, campaign is already on. The only form of collaboration is if somebody goes second term, the second round, and the other people don't go, to tell you the truth. Nobody can waste their time now on having ticket late. Everybody's coming. Hey, you Grand Bassa today? The other people are somewhere else. You're going in America. Everybody moving. I came from America last Wednesday. We said we're not campaigning, but everybody moving. We see Lakewood and Georgia 23. You see our government money and put it in new money. When you rent 2005, they'll know we are 2005. They'll know we are 2011. Now he in the horror campaign. So all of us doing the same thing. We didn't get time to wait now to sit and stop for one ticket without people. So second round, when the Liberian will decide that one person will not win, but I strongly believe I win, if there's in that, then the entire people will now talk. How it has been. So now we're going against what is obvious. 2005, 2011, 1997, 1985, there was no collaboration prior to that. Liberian parties always come together after the election. Now, and I think the President Vice President Joe Biden has been, in this one, I think the point was more honest than Joe Biden. Because Opon said, the issue of presidency is not negotiable. Anybody want to jump in and be vice president. Maybe a Joe Biden has started from the beginning. Anybody want to be vice president, anybody want to come to be vice president, they will have reached a conclusion. But you can't say, open for everybody, then in the middle of the game, you want to be vice president. And so the way it's split, if CPP has succeeded, there will not be a space for me. All I've done for is say, we have one day CPP, nobody else. But CPP failed. Then at the failed people, you say, we'll be better than you. I'm an alternative. I am a hair factor in the Liberian politics. All the Liberian parties say, hey, at least I'm the Gongloe has come. So I will win.
So lastly for our brother just left. With all your people out there, how did you recommend that with the officers serving government? For the sake of the people, how guide the discussion, sir?
We gotta understand.
Yeah, for the sake of the discussion, how guide the discussion? Let's go
I like that.
You don't like that, sorry. Let's go to the point, sir. Yes, sorry. For the sake of the people, now
in that radio, I can answer that because I don't see you. But you ask me that you leave my presence.
No, he was on the phone. He was on the phone.
Sorry, for the sake of the people.
The baby saying that he was on the phone.
That's okay.
You don't know where he wants to, but he was on the phone.
It is simple.
Hello.
Give me a leader.
Hello.
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 I mean, this is a privilege.
Hello, come on, please. Hello, hello. If you want me to start to protect my speaker, I start finding people. Please.
Ask 2 questions. People can liaise with people who've been there before, powerful people in the counties. In my own country, hello? In my own country, the people there were on the job and looking for some direct job, they can vote for him. But there's no record that we say they all vote for him, the most recent example was the election in Ganta. He had somebody hand up, well-educated person, and that person lost. So many people in your hand up there now. So that one is different. Alright? So it doesn't work there. They vote for him, but they don't follow him and go to other places. Now, so I think that answered the question. The question is, you say, oh, when you're in government, you have all the ideas to bring. One of the restrictions in government is the way things are compartmentalized. You are even free when you're awesome. There's no way you're a minister of labor, you come on. The agriculture minister must do this. You have and you can't say that in cabinet meeting. You say the minister of public works should do this. Do your own work. I can speak. Let me be put on the poll for my record as Minister of Labor, my record as Solicitor General. Don't put me on the wall for other people's ministries. I can boast that I issued regulation number 17 at the Ministry of Labor to increase the work permit fee from $400 to $1,000. It has been $400 because of that. 2 minutes, foreigners are coming and be ready to file. Plastic there, maybe the children run to you one time, the second time you knock out. And for you to cancel the plastic there, you have to leave the door and be getting income. So we have to issue regulation number 17 to increase the work permit fee. We did that, and then when we did that year, for the higher employer, Ministry of Labor made $6 million. They had never made $1 million before. And then so many foreign employees were laid off. Today, I take credit for all those cashiers you see in the supermarket who are female working. I'll give them that job. Regulation number 17 is still there. When you make good change, the government can't change. It's still the local government is benefiting from the regulation. I also led the writing of a new labor law called Decent Work and submitted it before I left. Before that, when workers go on strike, they used to be dismissed. As a labor lawyer, I put in that law that to strike is a right of employees. It is only strike is the only instrument that workers can use to get companies to negotiate. You take it from them, workers are powerless. So today when workers say nobody can fire them, they so illegal dismissal. I put it there. Then in our labor law we have maternity leave, 3 months. It's placed in the law. It's not regulation, it is in the law. Any woman working with a company can take 3 months leave. Then we put a new thing, a paternity leave. You are working with a company, your wife delivers, you have a right to be with your wife for 5 days. This is your strong. We got compassionate leave, 5 days. You stay with a ill member of your family. So there are a lot of things in the law. So I'm saying that I transform Ministry of Labor. If I want to, when I want to edge and not somebody else from Labor Ministry say, testify to retain at the Ministry of Labor as an inspector.
Well, thank you, and thank you. Let me say thank you to Lawrence and Choko. I don't know, still on the phone. But guys, I think the council stressed a very important point. I think by leaving your business schedule is to kind of at least make sense of the disco or bring sense of the disco, get us and go. Somebody other culture is since they respectful. So, but I'm more reject God because for the sake of your city. But we're never going to allow that again tonight. Trust me. And anybody asks a question, you will charge it out. Information sustain.
Thank you.
In 1 minute.
Information I want to put down is a very reason we cannot change our intellectual culture only because we want to suit the pleasure of our discussing. The realistic factor is that I could be here very, very interested in the discussion. I made a certain point that other people can also learn from. But then probably maybe I had a very important call at my house. I come well, and I had to leave. So if I left, only because I left, it does not mean that the counselor can also respond to this. Why you be asking for everyone out there we need to knowledge? Whether for trouble, but for everyone of us.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you. I think that on this is all rule. On that issue of the discussion, central point of discussion. I want to say that point. I want to say or respond to that point. I think our point is, even when you call all of us, we all say emergency. Just breathing in one reason here. Maybe I ask a question my daughter is saying. I'm trying to say.
Yes.
So everybody, entitled to whatever kind of means. So please, that shouldn't be the discussion point. That issue go away. So you got information. Yeah, in 1 minute of the information. Yeah, let us know who provide the information, sir. All right. All right. Hello.
Yes, to put a halt to the occurrence of such attitude, I think one person asks a question, we should be getting a chance to also answer so that we will avoid somebody leaving the space while the third person is asking a question or the second person is asking a question.
Yeah, I think he let it already. Masad, thank you. I think every Gaza boy, I think tonight I told you for the onset I'm the guardians here. So please don't worry, everything will be well protected. So please, don't dwell with caution. Please, I'm not taking anything of caution. I mean caution. I'm only discussion. I mean, like trouble living. I'm very important to that again. So let me take the long lady. I don't know who or the lady is there. Let me take him out first.
My name is Fatmada.
All right.
I just want to give me the time to prepare.
Yeah, for your respect, 1 minute 10 seconds.
Okay, my name is Fatmada. Once again, you know, we can follow it as well. Once again, we can pass. And moreover, I want to say something first. I understand intellectualism. They go. You understand me? A phone is a patriotic error. They belong to no political party or no political individual. As a leader to a phone, it's just a recommendation to you, a motivator. As a leader to a phone, you don't have shot. What they say your interest, or they say against your interest, they say for you or they against you. As a motivator or leader, or in quote-unquote leader to the phone, you don't have shot to impose the speaker is speaking saying that are true. That doesn't make it leader. I will say that clear because I say I'm a motivator as CEO, send up a teacher that opinion. I want to say that clear. And more about the point. If you guys want to say that Council Gongloe is misleading the public, I will not the fact. It's misleading the public. And I will please to everyone that have on your phone. You Google him, you grab on him, you know if he's still or not. Council Gongloe is a clean man, and everyone knows that. Why you guys can say you just come in power, you don't have money? Yes. Like when we vote based on their power better. You know why those guys can take the money from and then I think the day you vote them. How will you vote their future for 6 years? The last one said all Liberians are hearing me here today. As I said, where were me? Where I'm going and where I'll be. After the last 6 years, I'll come if you don't put it there for the rest of and the money I go borrow the country will pay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, before taking your seat in 1 minute time, and thank you for clapping. You made allege, it's an allege, right? Or allegation. On which upon this kind of respectful forum, one of the high intellectual forum at this level of the county. So we're going to give you 1 minute to just say that we are doing it, like maybe you heard me saying it.
Now you know.
All right.
Because for your presentation, you probably have so many decent young guys.
Okay.
And I follow them. You understand me? If you come to a gallery in a day, then you calling some people or recognizing some people, you follow those guys. You mention this guy, you mention this guy as leader to the forum. Whether you want key position, I don't know, but you mention one of them. The bush, of course, this guy and this guy. They put my grass and out there. So I say, I think it's necessary as the leader. I'm scared of nobody, I can't be seen. I don't even know what the phone is. Then I told me to say, but how will you guys say the forum? Then I see the thing saying that one believe and two. They say you got the forum. You say you just saw. So you don't get signed. You don't want to position to the forum yet. So
thank you. Gentlemen, please, there's not a case for the interpreter of the forum and the moderator. I'm I control the time. Nobody can control me. So I'm gonna just let the end of. I think you are informed today. Go to PSO in 1 minute 30 seconds to jam that issue clear. Then we go to our discussion.
Information of progress.
One room. I'm going to tell the aeroplanes. I'm asking hello. People touch our speaker. Any time I find you, please.
Thank you, Mr. Moses.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to make this clarity for the respect of everybody here.
Yeah.
But I really believe that Nina will be wasting my time when she's saying.
All right.
I respect you 100% as a female. And when you female to yourself, you say, I'm an intellectual. And I don't understand, when you really understand what that means. Intellectual, let's say, is a clash of ideas. There came a time that I, for one,
Went to.
You see, I'm talking about went to me, I'm talking about that we keep most often when you say this person is an intellectual or this person is this person who is wrong, the reason you come to intellectual gallery is because you want to get a clash of ideas. So Cllr Gongloe is this person. And why you discuss, I don't know why you say I said something disrespectful to him. I don't know, but I will never be disrespectul to him anyway.
Thank you.
But I said, I said one thing, right? I said a lot of things that Cllr Gongloe is saying I'm not understanding. And I'll come back and make those points. And I said I'm coming back to make the point directly to you.
Thank you. No, guys, please. Thank you. Chief, I'll take you by NRT. Hello. Now, I'll tell you before your information. Someone was saying,
Information about progress.
I'll tell you what to, before taking you. Someone was thinking, why I'm on table J. Now, this is the heartbeat. Grand Bassa County intellectual heartbeat. Now in this county, they had a Interactive Forum. She's a lady, she sat there observing this. This is the first time of the council appearing here. Why maybe brought go and give us or Dama to give us here. And somebody, maybe a leader, making kind of information, maybe of which I will not give chance for that the individual to clarify to the public and we are heard about. In our case, please, I beg you. So Bloja Mesa and she so really will not in a court. Let us please go back to our discussion. So I beg you. Yeah, in 1 minute. Your information, please. Please, I beg you, please.
Comrades.
What is the issue?
Comrades.
What is the issue?
Information.
What is the issue?
Information.
What is the issue?
Information.
What is the issue? If that only see issue or rule. If that only see issue or rule. If that only see issue or rule.
So you are a successor.
Only see issue. Only see issue. Only see issue. Hello.